Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors for the elect apostle elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to elect Ak out there doing this work in sincerity and truth and not for vainglory, in season, out of season. Okay. Double honors to the elect apostles. Okay. And elders. Okay. Who taught us this truth through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahweh Shai is the deliverer of the elect of the nation of Israel, and then the whole nation of Israel, which are the elect of you, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and then the rest of the nation of Israel, the rest of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that will come through the elect in the kingdom. But the elect will be delivered by Yahweh Shai in these times that we're coming in. These evil days, time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? All right? During the pandemic. Okay? All right? So let's read Ecclesiasticus, which is the book of Sirach and the Apocrypha, 12 and 17. 12 and 10. Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, which is Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, the 12th chapter and the 10th verse. Never trust thine enemy. Who's your enemy? So-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, which is the nation of Israel. Who's your enemy? Well, yeah, we have enemies amongst our own people, but who's your main enemy? Esau. Esau in the Bible is the so-called white man. Okay? He's your main enemy. Edom, which is the so-called white man. He's your enemy. Esau, Ashashua in the Hebrew, means wasted away is he, because he has no pigmentation, no melanin in his skin. He's translucent. His blood shows forth through his skin. He's see-through. And Edom in the Hebrew, Adawam, which means red, because he's the red race of the world, the red race of the nations. He's the red race that's in the world, okay? And you have the other heathen nations, the East Indians, Arabs, Polynesians, so-called Africans, okay? Chinese, Japanese, you know? Syrians, Assyrians, okay? All right? You know, but who's your main enemy? Who's your main enemy, man? The so-called white man, Esau. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Yeah, iron is going to rust, man. You know, iron will rust. It's a guarantee that iron will rust. So is his wickedness, okay? Because Esau is about what? He's about wickedness. So-called white man is about wickedness. You know, it says, though he humble himself, yeah, you know, that's what the so-called white man does, man. You know, oh, we're here to save you. We're here to protect you. We're here to keep you safe. You know what I'm talking about, you know? All right? We're here to keep you safe. Do this, do that, okay? Because it's for your safety. The scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay? You know, so never trust your enemy. Okay? It says, the book of Sirach, 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And that's what we're supposed to do. Okay? And that's what the elect is doing. Okay? You're supposed to take heed and beware of him. So if he comes out and tells you to do something, which is the so-called white man I'm talking about, then you're supposed to take heed, man. Yet take good heed and beware of him. And we're supposed to be And we supposed to beware of him, man. Okay? All right? You know, we're not supposed to just take what the so-called white man says, which is Esau, Edom, according to the Bible, and just do it. Okay? We're supposed to be aware of him, man. Okay? All right? Beware him, man. Okay? And take good heed. You know, you can't trust the so-called white man, man. He's your enemy. He's your enemy, man. Okay? And it says, well, he's your main enemy. He's the main enemy of Yahweh, which is the Most High, and Yahweh Shai, which is the deliverer, the Most High Son. Okay? Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. You know? And that's the truth, man. You know? You can't trust you can't trust the so-called white man, man. You can't trust Esau, which is a so-called white man. Edom, which is a so-called white man. Okay? All right, so that's all I'm going to read on that. Now, you may say, well, why can't we trust the so-called white man? Why? You know? Hasn't he given us this and given us a stimulus check, and, you know, he extended the unemployment, and, you know, how can we not trust him? Okay? Well, the scriptures say a gift destroyeth the heart. And that's what that is. Okay? When they extended the unemployment, that's a gift, man. Okay? Okay? When you get unemployment because of whatever reason, you know, you got laid off your job for whatever reason, that's a gift. Okay? A gift destroyeth the heart. All right? So it says, let's go to let me see. Let's go to John 8:44. Go to John 8:44. All right. John 8:44. Okay. Let's read it. All right. John 8:44. John 8:44. Ye are of your father, the devil. Now, this is Yahweh Shai talking to the Jews back then, okay, that didn't believe on him, okay. Ye are of your father, the devil. Now, when he said ye are of your father, the devil, he was alluding to who? The physical counterpart of the spiritual demon. That's the devil, which is his physical counterpart, which is the so-called white man. Okay? Okay? Yes, the so-called white man is the devil, which means false accuser. Ye are of your father, the devil, which is the so-called white man. The lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. See? That's talking about Cain. Okay? All right? Cain was the first murderer on the earth. And who was Cain? Cain was the so-called white man. Okay? All right? Well, Cain is the so-called white man of today. Okay? He was a murderer from the beginning because Cain killed his brother Abel. Okay? Abel was a so-called black man. Okay? Cain was, today he would be the so-called white race. Okay? And I say so-called white because they're not white, they're red. Okay? Their blood shows forth through their skin. Whether it be pasty red or real red, or, you know what I'm saying? When they get excited, what happens? You can see their blood show forth through their skin. Okay? And you got some white people that's just red. Period. Okay? It says, He was a murderer from the beginning, which is talking about Cain. And he came back as Esau. He came back with no pigmentation. That's why Esau, Ishashua in the Hebrew, the Lashawan Quadash, okay, the holy tongue, Ishashua, which means what? Wasted away is he. Because he came out with no color, man, okay? With no pigmentation, with no melanin, okay? It says, he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh, it says, when he speaketh a lie. See? So there's no truth in the so-called white man, and he speaketh a lie. All right? All right? He speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So Esau, the so-called white man, is a liar. So how the hell are you going to trust the liar, man? All right? How you going to trust the liar, man? He's the father of lies. Okay? The so-called white man is the father of lies. Never trust your enemy. Okay? All right? Yeah, you know, so he's the father of it. He's the father of lies. Okay? There's no truth in him. Okay? Let's further prove that more. Let's go to Psalms 58 and Psalms 58 and 3. Okay? Okay. Psalms 58 and 3. All right. Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. Now, who's the wicked on the earth? Now, the scriptures do say, amongst my people are found wicked men. But who is the wicked? The wicked. The so-called white man. Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay? All right? So if a baby could speak, if a so-called white baby could speak, it would be speaking lies. Okay? So that's all the so-called white man is all about. Speaking lies, man. There's no truth to the so-called white man. And what he says, there's no truth in him. All right? So the wicked, which is so-called white man, are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born. Speaking lies. Okay? So, I mean, hey, man. You know, never trust your enemy. You know? I know the so-called white man says do this and do that, but never trust him, man. And those in the know what I'm talking about. All right? So with that, hope you've been edified. Shalom.